And it's really cool. If you're really good, you can kind of hold the vacuum cleaner out here and you can make it go in a curve. Yeah. But if you're not really good, you know, like the first time you try that, you have to be really close, because if you don't have good aim, you know, it kind of goes on the wall. And that's not good. Raise your hand if you've done this at home. If you tried this at home, raise your hand. Liars. You're all lying. These guys are lying right here. Oh, okay, there. I figured Kansas City Royal guys would be telling the truth. Good job. So, number 2, though, is a little more challenging. Because when you're in outer space, you don't have gravity. And gravity's a good thing when you go to the bathroom on Earth, because it pulls all that bad stuff away from your body. Right? So you don't really care. You can just do whatever you want, and it usually falls away. Well, in outer space, you don't have that. So with no gravity, it becomes a little more of a challenge. So imagine, all you guys that have these white drinking cups, take a look at the top opening of the cup. And imagine that that's your target for number 2. And with no gravity, there's no separation that goes on. So you kind of have to do it yourself. How's that food that you guys are eating? Really good? You feeling pretty good about this so far? Never heard a Grand Marshal of a parade talk like this, have you? Okay, well, let's see. What else can I tell you? It was a very exciting day when the toilet was fixed. But what I did on the weekends was, the only day I could sleep late was on Sunday morning. My bedroom was at the very front of the space station, and the toilet was all the way to the back. And you had to float through 4 different modules. And each module was a different temperature. The lab module where I slept was really cold. The next module was called the node, and it was not as cold as the lab. And then I went into the Russian end, and it was really hot in there until you got to the very end of the Russian segment, and it was really freezing cold. So as I floated down the center of the space station, I had to go through all these different temperatures. And by the time I got down there, I went to the bathroom and floated all the way back. I couldn't go to sleep again. So when I knew I could sleep late on Sunday morning, on Saturday night I just put on a diaper. So then all I did was just stay and I went right back to sleep. So then I didn't have to get up. Enough about potty stories probably, huh? But they're so funny, and everybody always asks me that. Everybody says, what was the most special thing about being in outer space? And one of the most special things was I was Superman every single day. I floated to work, I floated to breakfast, I floated to the exercise area, I floated to the bathroom, and I even floated while I was going to the bathroom. So that was very exciting. I don't know. You really can't see that slide projector very well, can you? No, a little bit? Yeah, it's not dark enough. So, somebody asked me a question up here in the front. We'll see if that does anything. Anybody have a question? Yes, right here. Yell it out.
What was your main job in outer space?
What was my main job in outer space? Not breaking anything. We had an astronaut prayer. As soon as you launch, you start to pray the astronaut prayer, which is, Lord, please don't let me screw up while I'm in outer space. But my big job was to do spacewalks, and we installed a system on the station that generates oxygen, and we also moved around a docking port with a big robotic arm. So that was a lot of fun. Anybody else have a question in the front? Don't be bashful, don't be afraid. Anybody over here?